Hello, world. This is Doretha Walker coming to you today to give you my viewpoint on Nolan Xavier Wells. I did a live video today that shared my opinion about how I felt about everything, but I was unable to post it all. So here I am again. I truly believe, first of all, parents, we should teach our children do not go alone, especially when you're black and you're in Mississippi with three Caucasian boys on a boat to an island called Horn Island. When I listened to the parents and they said that they had to use Snapchat to look to see if he had videos, and these individuals had cleared his post within the 24-hour period before Snapchat would delete them, and that the young man had his phone and her sister had to go and get the phone after they tracked it. And these different stories about Nolan Wells getting on the boat, staying on the island, leaving at 3 o'clock, leaving at 4:30. Guys, I don't know about you, but something fishy is happening here. And it's really sad because this young man lost his life. It could have been racism. It could have been jealousy. It could have been hatred. We don't know. But all I know, my daughter or my niece or great nephew would not have gotten on a boat, the only black person with three white boys. That's a no-no right there. Teach your children. This is a teachable moment for black parents to teach your children what to look out for. Nolan Wells, may you rest in peace, sweetheart, because you did not deserve to lose your life like this. And what I know that is a fact is those who played a part in it will be brought to justice. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but I guarantee you every one of them will be brought to justice. Let's talk about those three white boys saying that Nolan was left at Horn Island. But this girl, Katie, who's a white girl, said that he got back on the boat. Guys, that doesn't sound right. And what I have seen from videos and things that were shown of Horn Island, majority of the individuals there were white. And think about it. Nolan dated a white girl. He was talking to a white girl on Horn Island. He was on the boat with three white boys, and he never returned. And all these discrepancies out there, you do the math. Some people are talking about Nolan's mom. She's not sad enough. Well, they said she's a nurse. And nurses have to stay calm in situations. Now, hey, if it was my daughter, oh, baby, I wouldn't have been calm. I would have set it off, okay? And I mean that. My daughter wouldn't have been the only one being pulled out of the water. I don't know, guys, what happened because I was not there. But what I do know, it's very fishy. And when I go fish, it's fish all over the place from some people cleaning them and cutting them. And it stinks. And this situation stinks. And I pray that justice is served for Nolan Wells because there is no reason that that young man who had a promising life, high school football player, going to a junior college on a scholarship to play football. Life was just cut short, just like that. It doesn't look good, okay? These young men who had Nolan's phone and wiped it clean within that 24-hour trip, and their stories are changing over and over and surely different from Katie, you can understand that something happened. And then think about this. They got lawyered up when they got home. And the mom had to search the phone with Life 360 and Snapchat and saw that these were different locations of his phone. And then her sister had to go get the phone because the young man who called her, who was one of the white boys on the boat, did not say he had the phone. Guys, they could try to cover that up all they want. And one of the young men has, his mom is a judge. They could cover it up all they want. But these individuals and whoever participated in the death of Nolan Xavier Wells will be brought to justice. Guys, again, parents, please use this as a teachable moment for your children. They do not need to be the only black person on a boat with other white children or white men, okay? Even if it was a black girl and 3 white women. No, ladies, men, teach your children. Nolan, your life would not be gone in vain, because as I've stated on this video, we all will utilize this as a teachable moment so that hopefully this will never ever happen again. You know, I can imagine Nolan's mom said God blessed him with a big heart. He was a light. And I feel that way. God has blessed me with a big heart, a good heart, and I am a light. And people have been jealous of me my entire life. I would give people the shirt off my back, and I can imagine Nolan Xavier Wells would do the same. But his life was taken. See, unlike Nolan, I knew not to go anywhere with people who are not of my race. I barely would go with people who are in my race, okay? Because I don't trust that easily. But all I know, this young man's life was taken. And people need to pay the price for that. Now let's talk more about this boat in Horn Island. They said the boat was taking on water and Nolan might have drowned. When they showed pictures of Horn Island, those people were standing in the water. I'm not saying deep out there, the water wasn't deep, okay? But where they were standing, it's impossible for anyone to drown, especially if you're on a boat. I would hope you know how to swim. But I learned in college. But Nolan, rest in heaven, sweetie. You have touched, I know, so many lives, and you are still touching lives. And what I know about our Heavenly Father is when things are done in the dark, they shall come to the light. And the situation with what happened with you will come to the light. We all just have to wait, watch, and see. But I guarantee you, justice will be served. And the mom, if she's involved, who's the judge, because they said one of the boys who owned the boat, they had the boat at her house, her son's house, cleaning it. Really? It just doesn't add up. Racism is real. It's just covered up. Rest in peace, Nolan. Rest in peace.